Hello everyone, welcome to another session of ERPNext. In today's session, we will be discussing about purchase invoice from the buying module. So let's just begin. So in the buying module, to create a new purchase invoice, we will go to purchase invoice under the buying submodule. We quickly add a new purchase invoice. We can create this purchase invoice from the purchase order as well. We can get the items from them, purchase order and purchase receipt. We'll select the supplier and change the posting time if you want, date and time. If it's a cash payment, it's a on-the-spot payment, you can select is paid and the mode of payment option will be available in the lower section. Let's say it's a credit invoice. And due date, you can define due date over here. Accounting dimensions, cost center, let's define a cost center. If the supplier's invoice have some reference, you can provide it and the date. The contact and address detail will automatically be fetched from the supplier master, and you can also select your shipping address or a billing address from where you are supplying it. Then there is a currency which is by default set by default fetching from the supplier master and the price list as well. Now if there are any raw materials supplied for this contract, basically it's a subcontracting thing. So if it is supplied by any raw materials has been supplied, you can take yes, otherwise no. Then you can add your items. Of course you can scan a barcode as well over here. So let's say I'm buying this item, milk. One liter of milk, let's say 5 kg. You have the section of purchase taxes and charges. So example, if you have some freight or delivery charges or some kind of taxes, then you can add over here. And after that, after considering this amount of purchase taxes and charges, it comes as a net total, and we can have tax applied on the net total as well. So now there is one more option of having providing the discounts over here on the grand total or the net total. The difference between these two is the grand total is the total of only the items from the item table, and the net total is after considering the purchase taxes and charges, as we see in here. So these are the payment allocations if there is any advance payment over here, and the payment schedule based on the payment terms and conditions you have. So you can have it as a template. Then you go further, terms and condition also. You can provide the due dates and all those. Like this, I have defined some standard terms and conditions. So it can be agreement, content, or some delivery commitment, or the payment methods, everything, or some legal compliances as per your industry standards. Then there is a printing settings where you can assign a letterhead and a print heading. If you have to create it first. So I'm just giving you the brief. Actually it's not so much of importance, but if you have some letterheads inside the ERPNext, you can use them. Okay, other things are not important. Accounting details is basically the creditors is going to be credited and the debit will be the expense account, which will be the cost of goods sold account. So once this is done, we save it and we submit it. So once it is submitted, see it has changed its status to unpaid because it's not paid. And if you see the accounting entry of it, you'll get to know that creditors are credited and stock receipt but not billed is account this account is debited. So there is some default settings needs to be done. That's why this account has come. Otherwise, it should have been the cost of goods sold. Yes, so this is done. Thank you.